Hello, and welcome to the Empowerography Podcast. This is a platform created for women's voices to be heard and a place to share their stories, journeys, and successes with the world for the purpose of helping other women who might be on similar journeys. We are empowering women one episode at a time. I'm your host, Brad Walsh, so kick back, grab one of your favorite beverages, and enjoy the stories. If you're looking for jewelry that makes an impact on your self-care routine and your style, Empowerography would love to offer you a discount code to one of our exclusive partners, Quartz and Canary Jewelry and Wellness Company. Please use code EMPOWER15 to receive 15% off upon checkout at www.quartzandcanary.com. Quartz and Canary is truly the place where spirituality meets style. Hello there, Brad Walsh here, your host of the Empowerography Podcast. Today, my guest is Sandra DiDomenico. She is a certified confidence coach and wellness advocate. How are you doing today, Sandra?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for taking the time to be here today and share a bit about your story and your journey. I appreciate you taking the time, and I appreciate you.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate you for asking.
Thank you. So let's jump right in, Sandra. As I mentioned, you are a certified confidence coach, a wellness advocate. You've been coaching in the direct selling industry for 10 years, and you also offer social media confidence coaching. How long have you been a confidence coach? And I didn't even know that confidence coaching was actually a thing.
Right? I know. It's so cool. Neither did I, to be quite honest. And I embarked on this realizing that I had been coaching all this time and I wanted to take it to the next level because my passion is empowering women to really just step into their power, right? Mm-hmm. And I saw that often in the direct sales industry, women holding back and how do we step into our power? So I wanted to guide and find more opportunity to share that. So during the course of the pandemic, I decided to get myself certified and go, in further depth of what I can offer.
Excellent. So was COVID then really the catalyst or what inspired your journey into becoming a confidence coach, or?
I believe so, because I saw some changes in, my team and what I was offering in direct sales. And, a lot of the women on my team were fearful about what was happening, right? Especially with, having to homeschool and the schedules, everything was just thrown off.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, now is the right time to maybe commit to something that maybe I had put on the back burner. And I realized, this is where I can step into my power and do something that's more fulfilling in my eyes for me.
Love it. Sandra, do you work specifically with women only? And if so, why have you decided to work solely with women?
Yeah, not necessarily. I mean, I do focus, much of my time with women and empowering women. However, I would never turn away males because I do understand that they have a process where, they're looking to seek their superpowers and maybe they've lost their path along the way as well. But I chose to focus on women as well because we tend to lose our path, or we nurture so much, right? There's such a nurturing stage that we forget who we are. And that's where I like to pick up the pieces because that's what I've done for myself.
Yeah, women do. Women so often get defined by their roles as a mother, as a wife, as a daughter, as a sister, as their job. The list goes on and on and on.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's great to break out of that. I mean, so did this journey into your business of helping to empower women, did this begin with some of your own personal struggles?
Absolutely. It sure did. My husband and I had decided that I was going to stay home with the kids while they were younger. And in that time, I had completely lost who I was. I felt very inadequate. I wasn't, giving back or contributing to society. Meanwhile, I had friends who were like accomplishing so many great things. I even felt so inadequate that I didn't even participate in conversations. So I went through a downward spiral, so to speak, not feeling so great about myself. But at the meantime, I enjoyed being surrounded by my children, but I longed for adult conversations.
Right, yeah, right? Of course.
That were meaningful, or that I guess, as women, we just strive to feel needed and want to stand out and speak your voice. I really struggled in feeling that my voice was not being heard in any way, any shape or form, because I was busy doing whatever for everybody else.
Mom stuff. Yeah. Taking care of everyone else, nurturing everyone else.
Exactly. So I seeked guidance with the doctor. I, had to go on some medication, and then I ended up discovering the world of direct sales through a friend. And that, honestly, I have to say, was the best gift that entered into my life, because
Wow.
it changed my perspective. It gave me hope. It gave me something to grasp onto in the meantime that made me feel validated. I felt like I was part of something bigger than who I was. In direct sales, you are shown how to personally develop yourself, so I cracked down on focusing on myself, and I decided that it was going to be the year of me when I entered that world of direct sales, and I dove into personal development big time. And then I met this wonderful lady who was like, I was at this meeting and she was like literally speaking to me. Meanwhile, there's 40 people behind me. But I know I was meant to be there at that time. And she was talking about energy and how everything you touch is energetic, and what you think about, you bring about. And that was like an aha moment for me. And I'm like, okay, I need to work with this woman. I didn't even know what a life coach was at that time. And I hired her, and I worked on myself solely for 10 years.
Wow.
Did all the inner work. I mean, I didn't work with her for 10 years,
but I worked
with her for a number of years.
Yeah.
With, step by step. Like, I was the negative Nancy before. I was the woman of, complaining and envious of what other people were doing. And that's not what it's supposed to be about, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I completely did a 360. Yeah.
Amazing. So how would you say then these experiences have helped shape the Sandra you are today, both personally and professionally, do you think?
Oh, like I said, a 360. I have connected mind, body, and soul, did the inner work. I am full of life and gratitude now. Like, I live for the moment. That's the difference. I don't worry about what tomorrow or the how is. That's not what it's about. It's living in the moment and truly embracing your best qualities and showcasing them.
How would you say, though, that this has also helped you in your career to help your clients that you work with?
Well, because of my experiences, I am able to relate to them. I do work with a lot of mothers because I've gone through that journey where they're feeling stuck. Their wings are spread so apart. They're all over the place. They're trying to nurture everybody else except themselves. So to make yourself a priority and to find that self-love and self-acceptance, once again, that's my mission.
Beautiful. Sure. I love it. Now, you created a program you call Soul Makeover. I love the name, by the way. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a bit about that program and how that works?
Absolutely. So it's uncovering a makeover of your soul, right? Here you are, this beautiful woman. You've lost yourself along the way. Let's rediscover, let's reconnect the dots of mind, body, and soul, and let's empower you and bring your superpowers back to the surface and discover who you are and who are you meant to be going forward. Get clear on your purpose. And it's about connecting the dots, having the aha moments, and building that confidence to go forward.
Love it. Now, I read that it's your goal or your mission to inspire others to win their tomorrows and live a life with purpose every single day. Why is this mission so personally important to you?
It's so important to me because I wasted so much time worrying about the small stuff that really didn't matter. And I think that's what we do. And I think, I hate to bring up the pandemic all the time, but I really believe that did help people slow down and really smell the roses.
Yeah.
In the garden, so to speak. So that is the term that I, relate it to.
Yeah.
It just zoned me in on what is important. My husband and I, we had this dream to live in the country. We actually sold the house and we just did it. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And being up here and really connecting with nature and connecting with my soul and my mind and my calmness and the peace that I carry now, as a result, everything else just falls off. And that's truly what is important to me.
Yeah. The pandemic, as much bad or negative things that came out of that in terms of human loss and job loss and financial loss, there was still a hell of a lot of good too. It's about perspective. It's all about how you spin it, how you look at it, and choosing to look at it in a positive light and seeing the good things that came out of it, because there was a lot of good things that came out of it.
Definitely. And of course, yes, my heartfelt condolences to anybody who's lost anybody during this, whatever, this craziness that we've been facing. But the reality is we were running before. Why were we running? So I think it opened up my perspective personally for my family and how I want to live every day by design. I want to live on purpose.
Yeah.
I want to stop and smell the basil in my garden.
Yeah, you're right. So, I mean, they were saying it was the first time that you could see the bottom of the canals in Italy without pollution. It was the first time that there was no smog in LA because there weren't any cars out on the roads traveling. And I guess you just got to hope that people remember what we've been. I mean, we're still not fully out the other side of this thing yet, but my hope is that we all can stop and remember and keep in mind of what we went through, and that we did take the time to slow down, and whether it was forced or whatever that you want to, however you want to look at it, that we continue to carry that on moving forward.
That's my goal.
Yeah, for sure. It's important.
I agree.
Now, you also have an interview series called Spice It Up with Sandra. Can you talk to and tell us a bit about that series, what it's all about?
I will. Yeah, for sure. So Spice It Up with Sandra just came out of nowhere. I started at the course of the pandemic to interview entrepreneurs like yourself, business owners, to see what they were facing because things had been shut down, and I wanted to support and give back. And I thought, let's just do this as an interview series. I love learning about people. So, let's give them the exposure that they deserve. So I started to do that on Facebook.
Okay.
And then it turned into like a little business because I just kept going and going and going. So, and then I figured out, and believe me, this was challenging for me because I'm pretty tech savvy, but to put it up onto Instagram, I figured out how to do that. So I share on both platforms, and it gives them the exposure, of all my followers. And it's just a great way to give back to the community.
Very cool. It's an amazing feeling when you can give back and have impact on other people. It truly is. There's no better feeling in the world. Sharing
their story, right?
Yeah.
They need to be in the
helping people. It's that whole sense of community that you're creating.
Exactly.
Now, you're also co-authoring a book, which is being released next summer, 2022. Can you talk a bit about that project? Tell us a bit about the book and how you came to be involved with the project.
For sure. So a friend of mine through a platform that I'm involved in is called Fem City. And it's a collaborative community of female entrepreneurs helping one another. And so Lisa called me up and she's like, I've got this project coming up. It's co-authoring in a book. And I already had a book set aside and written.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
Yes. It was in the first draft. And this is coming from somebody who had learning disabilities and didn't believe she had a story to tell.
Good for you.
And I'm like, you know what? I am going to tell my story, and now is the time. And so I'm super excited. It's releasing next year. It's called Uncover Your Light.
Okay.
So it really resonated with me because that's exactly what I did. I had an aha moment later on in my late 40s.
Yeah.
Never too late to have an aha moment.
No, very true.
And there it is. It's coming out and I've written it. It's been a great experience so far. And I love being amongst 20 other co-author women that we're going to be like in Indigo doing signing. And
wow.
Well, yeah.
Congratulations. That's amazing. You should be very proud.
I am.
Good for you.
Yes. Thank you.
And so what about the other book? Are you planning on moving forward with that as well? Like your book that you're doing yourself?
Yes, but not till next year. Yeah. I'll focus on that next year. Absolutely. Yes.
Awesome. Good for you.
Thank you.
What is the most inspiring part, or what lights you up the most about the work that you do?
It's the client successes. Really, I had a phone call today, actually, from my client, and she had to make this phone call that was very difficult, but she did it. And the power of her calling me to tell me that she was able to handle it and it went so well.
Yeah.
That lights me up. That keeps me going every single day.
It is truly inspiring. Love it. To date, what would you say is your biggest high or your greatest win, Sandra?
Oh, it's something that I did just recently and it's so much fun. And it is the Mud Girl Run. I literally crawled through mud with like 40 other women. Yeah. It was the best experience of my life, other than getting married. It seriously was the most empowering experience I've ever experienced.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
And do you plan on doing it again?
Absolutely. Next year, Mud Girl Run 2022.
Love it. What do you think your unique skill set or superpower is that's helped you become successful?
Often people tell me that I listen and I guide them to their own pace. So that's what they like working with me, because I don't not make them, but they don't feel pressured to be doing things they're not ready to be doing. It's one step at a time, right?
Yeah.
Do that over 360 days of the year, you're already 10 times further than you were last year.
For sure. Well, I think it's human nature too, to look at the whole staircase and that's where the overwhelm comes in. And instead, we need to learn to look at it and take it one step at a time so you don't get overwhelmed. Take it in small, digestible chunks, right?
Exactly. I'd rather them master one thing than 10 things at a time. Yeah. So let's master the first thing, and then we'll take it to the next step.
For sure.
Working great.
So speaking of success, how do you define the word success? What does that word mean to you?
That means feeling fully alive and vibrant every single day.
Love it. What makes you feel inspired or like your best self?
For me, it's reading great books, watching YouTube videos, listening to podcasts like yours, and just surrounding myself with like-minded people. I honestly had to clear my path of, toxicity or negative people in my life, keep them at arm's length.
Yeah.
And you really need to set your boundaries.
That's for sure.
Cool.
That's an important lesson for sure. For your own, it's self-preservation.
Yes, exactly.
What is one of the most important things you've learned in your life? And what was your life like before learning it? And what was your life like after you learned it?
So this was a big lesson for me in the past year and a half. And that is like putting yourself out there, first of all, on social media and talking about things. That's a lot for some people, right?
Yeah.
And the key thing is that we're always fearful of doing that. And we hold ourselves back because we're the fear of being judged. So I came to this huge realization that people will always judge me. I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
I'm not everybody's flavor of ice cream. Right?
I like that analogy.
This is my newest and greatest analogy. And it's none of my business what they think of me.
Yeah. That's a hard lesson to learn, though. I mean, it is nerve-wracking putting yourself out there, sharing, being vulnerable for the world to see. It's tough, but I think once you get doing it on a somewhat regular basis, it gets much, much easier with each time you do it.
Said it bang on, because I regressed for a while because I was like, oh my God, people are judging me, right?
Yeah.
I'm maybe not feeling, as accepted as I'd like to be. But then I said, no, I don't care. Yeah. Whoever's meant to be in my life is going to tune into me and see what I have.
That's right. Yeah. Your tribe will find you for sure.
Love that.
What would you say is one of the best pieces of advice you've ever received?
When people call out for love in an unskilled manner. So if somebody says something or does something towards you, don't take it so personally, because you really don't know what they're going through.
Yeah, very true.
So they could be calling out for love, but it's done in an unskilled manner.
That's interesting. I've never heard it put that way.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It was an aha moment again.
Here, geez, this past 18 months for you has been absolutely earth-shattering.
It has.
It's amazing. Mm-hmm. What would you say is one of your biggest, I don't like using this word, but failures? Let's call it life lessons or teachable moments. And what did you learn from it?
Absolutely. Well, I'm a very giving and loyal person, Brad, and this is what I struggled with. And this is what I had to learn to do, was to set the boundaries. Number one, the lesson I would say is to allow people to take advantage of me. And, I was like, how would I say? I was like their pillow, like stepping stone, and they would like crush all over me.
Yeah.
So I had to learn to let go of the toxic relationships in my life. And I had to become more confident as a result, right? To get the results, to get past that. And that's what I've done.
Beautiful. Good for you. Again, another hard thing to do, another hard lesson to learn for sure.
Exactly. Yes. 100%.
Sandra, if you could set up a billboard anywhere, where would you put it and what would it say?
Where do you think I would put it?
I'm going to guess Times Square.
Yes. Bingo. My favorite city in the world, other than Toronto. But yes, definitely Times Square. And it would be happy for others always, be grateful for what you have.
Love it. What does the word empowerment mean to you?
It means to be uplifting others or myself to the fullest potential.
Beautiful. What would you say is your personal motto?
Oh, I love this one. I say it almost every day or every week in my stories, and that is life I design.
Love it.
Yes.
It's true. We are. And I thought about this, I think it was last week or the week before. I was having a conversation with a friend, and she was talking about designing our own lives. And it just brought to me, we are the architects of our own lives.
100%.
We have the control over that. We design what we want, how we want our lives to look. And we're the only ones that can do it.
And that's every given moment too, right? Okay, yes, if you're working, obviously you have to work, but in the moment of working, you can choose to be, exhilarated or not. You can look at it as a chore, but that's a low frequency, so that's not going to help you. But when you get home, you have a choice to do whatever you love. If it's to spend time with your children, go for bike rides, like live in the moment, design. Yeah. I purposely, now that we live close to the lake, I purposely go and visit the water because that's meaningful to me, right? Or take up a hobby that you've always wanted to take up. Like, don't wait for the perfect moment.
There never will be a perfect moment. Like you said, if you're at a job that you fucking hate being at every day, change it. Where there is a will, there's a way. You can do it. It may take a little bit of time, and it's going to take a lot of work, but you're the only one that can change it. You have the remote control. You're the only one that can change the channel.
So true. Just turn the channel on the dial.
That's it. We're going to jump into a little rapid fire section here. So the next grouping of questions will just be 2, 3, 4 word answer type thing. Okay.
Okay, sure.
How would you describe yourself in one word?
Joyful.
What was your dream job as a child?
Fashion designer.
Oh, interesting. If you could teach the world one thing, what would it be?
Love yourself first.
That's so important and so hard for so many people to do.
It is.
Happiness is truly an inside job.
It is. And that's my passion. I love helping people discover that.
Yeah. What's one thing you want but cannot buy with money?
To live to 100. I want to see 100 candles on the cake. I'll be wearing lipstick and drinking champagne, of course.
There you go. As long as you have your health, hey, why not?
Exactly.
If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Oh, definitely peace. Peace on earth.
What's your favorite stress-reducing activity?
Walks by the lake.
What would your family and friends list as a couple of your best characteristics, would you say?
Loyal, fun, loving.
If you were writing your autobiography, what would the title be?
My new line, I am becoming.
Love it. That concludes our rapid fire section. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. What's an unexpected blessing or occurrence in your life that you're grateful for?
I am so grateful for my daughter, who came out as a gay person in the gay community, and she has found the love of her life, and they are officially engaged and getting married. So I'm really, really super happy about that.
Good for her. That's awesome. That takes courage.
It does.
That's good. What does the best version of Sandra look like when you close your eyes and imagine it?
Always living freely, joyful, and peaceful.
Simple, straightforward. If you could sit down and have a 1-hour conversation with anyone in the world, alive or dead, who would it be and why?
I'd love to sit down with Mel Robbins and chat with her, because she's had quite the journey. And I love her concept of, the rocket ship launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She has helped so many people with mental health and anxiety. And I would just love to chat with her about that.
If you could step into my shoes, what would you have asked yourself that I didn't ask you?
What do you like for breakfast? I don't know.
Okay, Sandra, what do you like for breakfast?
You covered all the bases, Brad. Your questions are incredible. I don't know.
Thank you. Well, what do you like for breakfast? You brought it up.
Right? I know. Avocado toast and eggs always.
There you go. All right. Sandra, who in your life has had the biggest impact on you and why?
Oh, my mother. My mother is a very strong-willed French Canadian, and she has always taught me to stand up for myself, even though, see, I took my father's impact on that end. So because he's more giving than she is, but she's always been a great role model in just how she curates her life. Very outspoken.
What do you think the most common reason for people failing or giving up is?
Oh, definitely old belief systems, fears, and doubts. That's what really holds people back, right?
Yeah. If you could go back and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that piece of advice be?
It would be to never hold back and always say yes to all opportunities.
Beautiful. Lastly, Sandra, if you were to deliver your last 30-second speech to the world, what would that last 30 seconds sound like? What would you say?
To live freely, live life by design. And when you think you can't, change your beliefs, right? Love yourself first and move forward every single day.
Beautifully said. I love that. Sandra, thank you so much for taking the time to be here and spending the time with me today and sharing a bit about your story and your journey. I am proud and honored to have you as a member of the Empowerography community, and this has been an incredibly inspiring and thoroughly enjoyed spending the time with you. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Brad. I mean, I love what you do. So thank you so much for, cherishing women and showcasing them the way you do. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
It is my pleasure and honor because, without women like yourself, the platform doesn't exist. So the honor and the gratitude it all goes to you women. So thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Once again, my name is Brad Walsh, host of your Empowerography podcast. Today, my guest has been Sandra DiDomenico. She is a certified confidence coach and wellness advocate. Thank you so much, Sandra. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day.
Thanks. You too.
Thank you very much for listening to this podcast. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share with all your friends. You can find me at visuphoria.ca and follow me on Instagram at Empowerography Podcast and on Facebook at Empowerography. Please join me next time for another inspirational story from yet another amazing woman.